And it's Ken Kraetzer for CaMMVetsMedia. West Point, Army second full contact scrimmage today. Just a week out now to next Friday night's spring game. That'll be at Michie Stadium, and looking forward to that. Looking at the game today, three quarterbacks for Army: Bryson Daly, Dwayne Coleman, and Alex Meredith. And Bryson Daly looked good. They had a little trouble with a couple of pitches. And Dwayne Coleman looks like he's learning, getting better every chance he gets more practice time in. And Alex Meredith, again, looking like he can run, making some plays as well. Gives Army a little bit of depth at the quarterback spot here in the spring season. Miles Stewart had a big game for Army, I would say, as a fullback. Did the opening kick return, and then late in the scrimmage he had a 50-yard run that set up a touchdown. Bryson Daly got a couple of pass plays off today to Hayden Reed, 39, and also to Ajon Marshall, who really seems to be very active, getting open, making plays this season. Hayden Reed had a run, another run, and Ajon Marshall, again in the opening minutes. Bryson Daly showed that he can run the option play and completed one to Miles Stewart. So you can see the players who are going to be in the backfield: Ajon Marshall at the slot, and Hayden Reed, and Miles Stewart for Army. Bryson Daly had a nice 39-yard TD pass, and Billy Bulkey showed that he's not only a good punter but a good holder. Quinn Moretsky got a couple of kicks in today. One was a little flat. Didn't get in the air, and Alex Meredith had a pass completion. One was intercepted by Tim Thurman, who at number 21, who is really making his presence felt for Army. Had 2 interceptions last week, and another couple of plays, had a nice deflection of a ball on the sideline late in the scrimmage. Hunter Roddy had a couple of plays with Dwayne Coleman, and Eric Ford on defense had a big tackle on Hunter Roddy later. Cole Talley had a 35-yard field goal. Bryson did fumble a pitch to Miles Stewart, and Coach Munkin talked about that afterwards. As a concern, you got to manage the ball in the backfield, especially on pitch plays. And Coleman was able to get a one out to Tyler Brennan, and Chance Keith had a sack with a very fast run through the middle of the Army offensive line. Matthew Rhodes, punter, had a nice punt today. Let me get you a couple more points. And Bryson Daly had a nice pass in the second half of the scrimmage to Ajon Marshall. And then he got a completion that led to a touchdown. Got a pass out to Michie Stadium. And so the Army offense looked like they could move the ball. Dwayne Coleman got a completion to Noah Short, and then he ran for a touchdown himself to the left side of the end zone. 42-yard PAT by number 7, Charlie Bennett, as they moved the PAT out basically because they were at the side of the field near the road. And Tim Thurman, I mentioned earlier, a nice deflection. Boy, is he having a great camp, spring practice. And Alex Meredith got a pass completion to Noah Short. And some nice coverage by Justin Weaver on defense. And also a pass to Casey Reynolds. And some good defense by Max Domenico. We talked to Max after the scrimmage today. And Jabrell Williams is really having a good camp. We talked with Jabrell after the scrimmage today, so I'll have that up very shortly. And so Army gets sets for their spring game on Friday night. Come on out and see the team. Some young players, some big shoes to fill, especially at places like quarterback, safety, and center. But the offensive line seems to be a strength for Army. The first and second team look like they all can play. and they've got some size. Talked to Coach Monk a little bit about the schedule. It's going to be a test when they have that stretch in the fall, when they go to Syracuse, and they host Boston College, and then they have Troy, and then they go down to play LSU. Yeah, the Bengal Tigers in front of a big crowd down in Baton Rouge. But it's going to be fun. We'll all look forward to it. We've got more week of spring practice. And so hope you're here next Friday night to see Army spring game. And we'll have more information out about that before Friday. So from West Point and Army spring practice, this is Ken Kraetzer for CaMMVetsMedia. We cover cadets, midshipmen, the military, veterans, proudly since 2008. Have a great day. Thanks for watching.